Welcome back to another edition of Doing It with Dish. Back on the ice today. Totally different weather than last time. We're just finishing up with a big winter storm. It's still snowing, it's still blowing, gusting to 40. And I know a lot of people are thinking, Dish, you're goofy. What are you doing out here? Other people say, Dish, you're getting soft. So I had to come out. So I'm just gonna have a cup of coffee here, finish getting the shack set up. Got my trusty old Stanley thermos. Most of us were drinking out of these Stanley thermoses for years, long before they came to be popular recently. They're good thermoses. These cups sometimes get a little slippery in the winter. You got ice on your hands. I just put a little rubber band around it. Get a hold of it better. All right, so I gotta get some lines in the water, gotta get finished up setting up camp, so it's time to get after it. Alright, I got everything pretty well organized here. Got some lines in the water. Now it's time for some breakfast. So what I did, knowing the weather was going to be a little bad, I pre-made this. I took a potato, cooked it in the microwave, sliced it up thin. Over the top of that I put some cheese, some pepper, and then I cooked some bacon, put that on the top. Put it in tin foil, easy to warm up. Wood stove. Could put it on the Coleman stove. Could put it on your little Mr. Buddy heater if you wanted to. That's a good little snack right there. So I'm going to get eating. I was in the shack monkeying around. I looked out and I was like, holy crap, we got a customer. Now there's something on there, not very big. Nice little walleye. Hopefully someday he grows up, I'll catch him next year. Get some bait back on here and get it down. It's just not very nice out there at all. Wind is still howling, still spitting some snow. Now I did catch a couple of fish anyway, so we'll have that to show. But it's lunchtime now and I gotta get something to eat. So what I got going here, cooking up some really good Spam. Now this is the 25% less sodium Spam. So I'm gonna fry this up. And then I'm gonna put it on rye bread with red sauerkraut and Thousand Island dressing. And you say, Dish, that's like a Reuben. It is just like a Reuben, except with Spam. So what I think I should call it then is a Spreuben. Why not? But you know, it's going to be super good. Well, here it is, all complete, ready to eat, a Spreuben. Now, To make sure it's good, I gotta taste it. Oh, that's almost special right there. And I cut it in diagonal. A sandwich cut diagonally is always better. I'm gonna finish my lunch, get back out there, try and catch some fish. Sprubin. Try it. All right, what I got here is I got a big chunk of fish on. And I've been at this a while. I got the camera set up thinking it was just a small fish. And as it got closer, I realized this was a good fish. So I'm just gonna keep working them. See how long it takes. Might be a good time for everybody to go to the refrigerator, grab another soda or grab a beer, because this could be a while. Woo! Just about lost him there. I tried to get him right in the chin and missed. We'll get him back up. We'll get him. There he is. That's a nice pike. All right, we'll get him unhooked and get this line back in the water. Let's get another one like this. Getting towards evening, starting to get dark here. So I'm fishing the Wisconsin-Michigan border today, Boundary Waters. Buddy of mine is like, hey, if you catch any pike, would you save a couple? I want to do some pickling. Yeah, I can do that. No size limit on the pike in the Boundary Waters area there. So I'm out there checking tip-ups and got a smaller pike laying on the ice. Here comes a mink. Now, I've never had a mink come out on the ice and come right up to me. It comes over, grabs that pike, trying to drag it off. So I'm like, hey buddy, here's what I'll do. I'll pick it up and carry it over the shore for you so you can have it. Because there was an eagle flying around. Eagle catches a mink out on the ice. Yeah, that eagle is eaten. So I reached down and grabbed that pike, take it away from that little mink, and he looks up at me like, hey, that's my fish, put it back down, you dork. So mink followed me to shore, I threw it down, he grabbed it, pulled it into an old stump in a hole there, disappeared. So he's in there right now, probably having a really good snack. First time I ever seen something like that. It was kind of cool. Hope the video turns out. Kind of rushed to get in there and get some action, but I hope I got it. I'll show some right now, and then at the end of the video, I'll let it play. Kind of cool. All right, I'm in for the night. I got my tip-ups pulled up, gave up on fishing. Got a couple fish today, you'll see them. Nothing really great. I was hoping to catch more, but that's fishing. And the conditions out there weren't good either. So I'm going to get some dinner started. And then I'm going to try and make some dessert in a little bit, but we'll get this going first. So I'm going to do red beans and rice. Now I pre-cooked all this stuff at home just to save time rather than doing it outside in the weather. And then I'm going to add, like I did last time, I'm going to put the rice right in there. And rather than add water, I'm going to use chicken broth. Adds a little bit extra flavor. And then we'll get this all stirred up and let this simmer till that rice is done. And then we're going to really have a good meal. This is going to be good. Once it got cold, I noticed the batteries in the cameras, drone, just weren't lasting like they should. You come out here, middle of nowhere, it helps to have a little power. Later I'm going to do some editing on the laptop. I'm going to need extra power. So I picked this up. Just a little power station. I can plug into it, I can recharge, use the power out of here. Weighs about 9 pounds, so it's fairly easy to carry. So if you got some stuff to do or you need a little extra power, pick up one of these little power stations. Pretty nice. Okay, so this one was over that tin can. This is the way to go, because it also cooks on the inside. This one was on the stick. Yeah, probably could have done better with more heat, but the inside really isn't done. So then you take, what I'm going to do is put some blueberry filling in there. Now I was going to make ice cream, put over the top. I even had some cherries. I forgot the heavy whipping cream. I thought it was in the bag. Evidently not. So I'm just going to have blueberry. Yeah, check that out. Huh? That right there is a thing of beauty. So I think I'm just going to eat it like this. Yeah. Take a tin can, croissants, spread it over there, put it on some heat. Man, that thing's beautiful. Now, too bad I didn't have a little ice cream on top, little cherry. I would have topped it off. But this right here, that's just good stuff. So I'm going to finish this. Time to call it a night. I'm going to hit the sack. Hopefully I sleep good and I'll be up in the morning. I'll just talk real quick about my sleeping setup here. Got just the basic folding cot, stores right in its own bag. The sleeping bag I got is a Coleman sleeping bag rated to 0. And on cold nights, you know it's going to be below 0 Fahrenheit by morning. It's going to get cold. So what I do is I take a wool blanket, lay over the top of it all, and I use these little clips. Clip the blanket to your bag. Otherwise, during the night, that blanket's going to slide off. It works. A few minutes here, I'm going to crawl in. We're going to call it a night. Well, I survived the night. It's like 5:30 right now. Put some wood in the stove, tried to go back to sleep. I was just laying there thinking about stuff, and I said, well, I may as well get up. Got a pot of water going. Gonna throw in the bag omelet again. That's gonna be my breakfast. Gonna do a little pizza for lunch. So I'm gonna get breakfast made and then just slowly pack up. And we're gonna call it an adventure. Walleye. Small one.
Good to see. Yeah, it could be later and one could.
No? Slowly getting things packed up. Gonna call her a day. Got all the fishing gear packed up. Most of the other gear packed up. Started hauling it to the truck. It's a ways to the truck, so it's taken me a while. So I'm just gonna finish off by making a little pizza here. Never done this before, but I'm gonna give her a shot. Got the pepperoni there. I'm gonna put some cheese on there, a little sauce, pre-bought pizza crust over the top. Let that simmer a little bit. And then I'm going to try and flip it over into another pan. Well, here it is. Pizza made on the little wood stove in the ice shack. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pre-buy the crust makes it a lot simpler. I use pepperoni. You can use whatever you want. Get the sauce you like. Just like a regular pizza. This is good stuff.